Hi, welcome to March's 2022 Oracle reading. This is Maria Rothenberger from the Miracles Happen Fertility Center at drmariarothenberger.com. Welcome. This month I am using the tarot cards from Disney Villainous. Ooh, it's so fun. Okay, minor confession. I have a slight addiction along with my sister for the Disney Villainous games, including the Marvel edition. Little nerdy over here, a little bit nerdy. And this month, a new Villainous expansion pack came out, so I'm a little obsessed right now. And so I'm using the Disney Villains tarot cards. Just as all previous months, this is how this works. You choose a number that feels right to you, 1, 2, or 3. I have already pulled cards for those numbers, and that will be your reading for the month of March. This is what you are to be paying attention to for this month. Okay, let's dive right in, man. If you are card number 1, you have gotten the Hermit. Now this guy looks pretty evil and nefarious and like he's got some strange things happening on his mind, but that's not actually what's happening. The Hermit is all about rest. When you think about that, a hermit is by themselves, kind of reclusive. The Hermit in a tarot reading is all about, okay, you need to like chill, self-care, be in your cave, be in a bubble bath with a glass of wine. That's like my version. Or retreat like I did last month when I went on a little camping trip for a few days by myself. Beautiful, healthy food, yoga, meditation, journaling, happiness, which is probably why I feel kind of lively today. It is time for you to take a break, to rest, to be a little reclusive, to be in your cave, to take care of your body and your mind and your spirit. That is the message for the Hermit. That is the message for your March. Now, heads up, I, as a mental health professional, do believe that March Madness is a real thing, that spring fever thing, that aching for something more, something different. I'm just so tired of this darkness and the snow and the rain and all the whatever. So if you are in the Northern Hemisphere where it's winter, then that might be a thing for you as well. It is time to take a break, whatever that means for you. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit in a massive way, okay? Very important. Okay, if you have chosen card number 2, let's talk about that. Interestingly, this is the 2 of Wands. And you can see these 2 wands kind of crossing. They are partners in their goals, whatever they are going for. That is what you can experience this month for you, card number 2. This means that you have made a decision to move forward in some venture and you have pulled in a partner. So of course, in the fertility world, that could be a romantic partnership moving forward with whatever you're intending to do for creating a family, or perhaps you have decided to move forward child-free. Whatever it is that you have chosen to do, you have chosen to do this with your partner. You have now received through the 2 of Wands blessings. Blessings. You are on the right path. Continue to communicate well with your partner. Continue to move forward together in this, because the power of the 2 of you together is what makes this magic happen. Okay, literally from this card, you can see magic, wands, 2 of Wands, 2 wands working together to create this magic. You have received that blessing. Yay. Very simple. Move forward with whatever it is that you're doing with your partner. Blessings. Okay, if you have chosen card number 3, you have chosen the 8 of Cups. All right, so on the surface, the 8 of Cups doesn't look very pretty, okay? However, the underlying message is a very positive thing. So the 8 of Cups means it's time to break up with something. Now, this can be a relationship. This can be a goal. This can be something that you thought was the right thing, but it's not fitting. In the fertility world, I often say it is time to let go of shoving that square peg into a round hole. It's not working. It's time to move on to something else. This just popped in my head though, and I wonder for you if this makes sense. There is a path that perhaps others have thought is the right next thing for you to do, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to you. It's time to say goodbye to that. Make a clean break. It's done. It's over, and you're ready to move on to another path. This can be, again, stopping fertility treatments. That was my own experience of the Eight of Cups. I was determined to be done with treatment. It felt right to me. I felt in Zen. I felt so great about that, even though others were like, well, why don't we give it another go? Why don't we work on your egg quality? Why don't we blah, 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 blah. Well, thanks. I feel great about stopping. It just felt so much better. Now, that is why on the surface, it looks like, oh, this is a pretty shitty breakup. Underneath, it's like, oh, but no, it feels right. It feels right. This is good. So think about in your life, this could be fertility related. This can be career related. This could be relationship related. What are the areas that just don't feel right to you? That perhaps others might say, or Dr. Google might say is the next right thing, or has been the next right thing, but you've been shoving that square peg into a round hole. It's not working. Stop the insanity. It's time to break up with that idea, that goal, that dream, that whatever it is that you've been holding on to, and move on to the next thing that feels right to you. For me, that was to live child-free. And then my husband popped in and said, actually, no, I really need to be a dad. And then the next right thing became, let's look at adoption. And that was its own roller coaster, but it still felt right. There was no breakup needing to happen. It didn't, it wasn't coming from outside of us. It was inside. It felt right, even though it was challenging. So you can tell the difference inside. Even though something is challenging, it'll feel right or it won't feel right. Even if something feels, is on the surface easy and it just doesn't feel right, it's not the right thing. Time to break up and move on to the next. Okay? That is your oracle reading for the month of March. And I encourage you to go forward this month with these ideas in your mind, in your heart, and move forward fearlessly. I shall see you next month. There was something I needed to see. Uh-oh. That's the end.